Hello and welcome to Vegas Aces Q&A. I'm your host, Heather Ferris, and on today's episode, I will be discussing the difference between a working stack and a clean stack, and which one to use when making change. What is the casino's perspective on bad credit when deciding who to hire? And what is the take and pay procedure when handling rainbow bets? The first time I ever heard of a rainbow bet, I thought it would look like this. But when I saw what they actually look like, I thought, geez, that's the ugliest looking rainbow I've ever seen. Bulaka writes, I'm getting the hang of things, but I slow down a lot when paying out bets with different denominations. I guess I'm looking for ways to cut corners that would generally be accepted during an audition. Here's a picture of the payout that would slow me down. What is the easiest way to pay out all of these bets? Are there any shortcuts that an experienced dealer would use for these payouts? When dealing table games, I usually found that there were no generally accepted shortcuts for anything. The casino will want you to execute house procedure in a fast and efficient way as possible. Shortcuts are commonly frowned upon by the people in the industry. Using the picture provided, I recreated the hand using the same bets, and I paid that round like I would if I were dealing. There is an alternative way to pay this that is also correct. If you ever have a blackjack, the casino will want you to pay that bet color for color. That way you have to size into the bet, because paying color for color on a high denomination check cuts down on the number of mistakes and thefts that can occur. Don't convert the bet unless your foreman or casino instructs you to do otherwise. The reason why is because the dealer could accidentally convert the bet in favor of the player. Monster Pete 1 asks, so, with bad credit, I shouldn't even attempt to apply for a dealing job? Darn it. Your credit score is just one of many factors that the casino will look at before they hire you. The casino will not reject you based on your credit score alone. Usually, the credit score is one of many deciding factors when management concludes who their new future employees will be. The reason why the casino looks at the credit score of their potential employees is because, from their perspective, they think that if someone has bad credit and is hurting for money, then that person would be more likely to steal from the corporation. Now, if you have bad credit, don't let this stop you from applying for a job. Remember, if the casino likes you, then they'll hire you with or without bad credit. Elixir8469 writes, in regards to bank management, if a player sits down and asks for 200 and change, do you pay the 200 with the working stack in your right columns of the bank, or do you use the chips that are already arranged in sets of 20 on the left side of the bank? First, when I use the term working stack, I'm referring to the multiple checks that have already been lost and are now locked up in the rack. All of this dirty money, which is usually sprinkled with different colored checks, should not be used until after they have been reorganized into clean stacks. A clean stack is a stack of 20 checks of the same denomination. One of the jobs as a dealer is to reorganize your working stack after every hand and before you start a new one. That way, when the player asks you for change, your working stack have already been reorganized and you are ready to pay him with a clean stack. If the customer wants change while you are in the middle of a hand, then never pay the customer with your working stack. Always pay him with your clean stack. That's it for today's show. If you have a question that you want answered, then please submit it in the comments section below. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Remember to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.